Welcome back to USA English Talks. Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here. I'm Erica.
And I'm Marco. We're here to help you improve your English through real, natural conversations.
Today, we're talking about something everyone does, shopping. But shopping in English can be stressful, right?
Oh yes, I still remember my first time buying shoes in London. I didn't know how to ask for a different size. I just pointed and hoped.
Exactly. So today, we're going to teach you the most useful phrases for shopping, whether you're buying clothes, groceries, or returning something online.
And we'll say them naturally, the way native speakers really talk. No lists, just real conversation.
If you find this helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Now, Marco, imagine we just walked into a clothing store. What does the salesperson usually say first?
They almost always come up and say, "Can I help you?"
Right. And what do you say if you don't need help yet?
I usually say, "I'm just looking, thanks." Or sometimes, "I'm just browsing." That means I'm not looking for anything specific.
Good. But what if you actually need something? Let's say you're looking for jeans.
Then I'd say, "Yes, I'm looking for a pair of jeans." Or if I see a shirt I like but in the wrong size, I'd ask, "Do you have this in a larger size?"
And if you're in a big supermarket and you can't find the milk,
I'd find an employee and ask, "Excuse me, where can I find the dairy section?" That's very common.
but sometimes you're not sure who works there, what do you ask?
"Excuse me, do you work here?" I've used that so many times.
And if you see a sign that says sale, you might want to check, is this on sale? Or before the store closes, you need to know, what time do you close?
And a simple, polite one for when you're lost or overwhelmed, "I need some help, please."
Okay, now let's move to prices. You find something you like. What's the first question?
"How much is this?" Very simple. Or "How much does this cost?" Same thing.
And if you're hoping for a discount?
"Is there any discount?" You can also try bargaining in some places. "Can you lower the price?" That works in markets or small shops.
In many countries, tax isn't included in the price tag. So you might ask, does the price include tax? Or just to be sure, is this the final price?
If you want a different color, you say, "Do you have this in blue?" Or for clothes, "What material is this made of?" And if you're buying something that needs washing, "Is this machine washable?"
For electronics, you always want to know, does it come with a warranty? And then, how long is the warranty?
And before you buy anything expensive, ask, "What's your return policy?" Also, "Can I exchange this if it doesn't fit?" And some stores will match a lower price from another store. So you can ask, "Do you offer price matching?"
One more. When something is marked down, but you're not sure, is this on sale or is it regular price?
That's a lot already. Let's act out a quick scene. You be the salesperson, I'm the customer.
Okay.
"Excuse me, how much is this jacket?"
It's $89.99, but it's on sale today, 20% off.
"Does that include tax?"
No, tax is added at the register.
"Do you have it in black?"
Let me check in the back.
Thanks.
See? Very natural. Now let's talk about trying things on. Where do you go?
First, you have to ask, "Where are the fitting rooms?" Then, "Can I try this on?" The salesperson might point and say, "The fitting rooms are over there."
Once you're in the fitting room, you might say to yourself or to the salesperson outside, this is too tight or this is too loose.
The best feeling is when you say, "It fits perfectly." Then you happily say, "I'll take it."
But if it doesn't fit well, you ask, do you have a larger size or do you have a smaller size? Or you might not like the color. This color doesn't suit me.
If you don't want it at all, you can politely say, "I'll leave it, thanks." Or a soft, "I'll think about it."
For shoes, you might need to say, these are too tight around the toes. Then ask, can I try a half size up? Or if you have wide feet, do you have these in wide fit?
Now let's go grocery shopping. Different phrases. If you need fruits and vegetables, you ask, "Where is the produce section?" And when you see apples, you might ask the worker, "Are these apples fresh?"
At the deli counter, you say, "Can I get a pound of cheese?" Or, "I need a cart if you have a lot," or a basket for just a few things.
For special diets, you ask, do you have any organic eggs? Or is this gluten-free?
One of the most important questions for food: what's the expiration date? You don't want to buy old milk.
If the price on the shelf doesn't match with scans at the register, you say, can you price check this for me? And if you forgot your own bag, I forgot my reusable bag. Can I buy a bag?
Many stores have loyalty cards, so the cashier might ask, "Do you have a loyalty card?" And you say yes or no.
Half of our phrase is done, and we're just talking naturally.
Now, let's go to the checkout. The cashier will say things like, "Will that be all?" And, "Did you find everything okay?" Then they tell you the total. Your total is $47.30.
Then they ask, would you like to pay by cash or card? If you use a card, they might say, insert your card here and enter your PIN.
They'll ask, "Would you like a receipt?" And when they give you change, here's your change. Sometimes they ask, "Would you like to round up for charity?" And finally, "Have a nice day."
Now, from the customer's side at checkout, I'd like to pay by card. Or, can I pay with Apple Pay? Or, do you accept contactless? That means tapping your phone or card.
Erica, if you're buying a gift, you can ask, "Can I get a gift receipt?" And if you think the change is wrong, say, "I think you gave me the wrong change."
Then, can I have a bag, please? Or, I'll take it in a larger bag. If you're sharing the bill with a friend, can you split the payment? And if you have a coupon, I have a coupon.
Finally, is this on your loyalty program? That's another way to ask about points.
Let's act out a checkout. You be the cashier.
Okay, will that be all?
Yes, thanks.
Your total is $32.50. Would you like to pay by cash or card?
Card, please. Do you accept contactless?
Yes, just tap your card. Would you like a receipt?
Yes, please. And can I have a bag?
Sure, 10 cents extra. Here's your receipt. Have a nice day.
Thanks, you too.
Perfect. Now let's talk about returns and complaints, because things go wrong.
First, you walk up to the customer service desk and say, I'd like to return this, please, and show them, I have the receipt. But if you lost it, I lost the receipt. Can I still return it?
You might also ask again, what's your return policy? Or, can I exchange this for a different color?
If the item is broken, say, this item is defective. Be specific. The zipper is broken. Or, I bought this yesterday and it's already damaged.
Then tell them what you want. I'd like a refund, please. Or, can I have store credit instead?
Now for complaints. If you've been waiting too long, excuse me, I've been waiting for 10 minutes. If the price is wrong, this price is different from the shelf label.
A very useful phrase. I was overcharged. And for old bread, this bread is stale. Or if you find something gross in your food, there's a hair in my food.
When you're really upset, you can say, I'd like to speak to the manager. Or if they gave you the wrong thing, this isn't what I ordered. Or you gave me the wrong item.
You can also ask them to check again. Can you check your stock again? And if you're just unhappy, I'm not satisfied with this product.
Finally, online shopping. Everyone shops online now. You start with Add to Cart. Then proceed to checkout. You'll need to enter your shipping address.
Look for free shipping over $50 and check the estimated delivery date. Then you can track your order. If you change your mind, I'd like to cancel my order. Or, can I change my shipping address after ordering?
If the box comes broken, you call and say, the package arrived damaged. And after everything, you might, I'll leave a review.
That's 100 phrases, all inside our conversation. Now, Marco, tell us a story about a real shopping trip you had.
Okay. Last weekend, I went to the mall. I walked into a shoe store. The salesperson said, Can I help you? I said, I'm just browsing. Then I saw some boots. I asked, How much is this? She said, $120. I asked, Is there any discount? She said, 10% off. I asked, Do you have this in brown? She brought brown. I asked, Where are the fitting rooms? I tried them on. They were too tight, So I said, "These are too tight. Do you have a larger size?" She brought a half size up. I said, "They fit perfectly. I'll take them." At the checkout, she asked, "Would you like to pay by cash or card?" I paid by card. She asked, "Would you like a receipt?" I said yes. And I asked, "Can I have a bag?" She gave me one. I left happy. But the next day, the sole came off. So I went back and said, "I'd like to return this, please. I have the receipt. It's defective." They gave me a refund. Then I went grocery shopping. I asked, "Where's the produce section?" I bought apples and asked, "Are these fresh?" At the deli, I said, "Can I get a pound of ham?" At checkout, I said, "I forgot my reusable bag. Can I buy a bag?" The cashier asked, "Do you have a loyalty card?" I said yes. Then I went home and ordered different boots online. I added to cart, proceeded to checkout, entered my address, got free shipping, and tracked my order.
That story used almost every phrase we taught. Well done.
Now, let's explain some key vocabulary. First, browse. To look without a specific plan. I'm just browsing.
Discount. Money off the original price. Warranty. A promise to fix or replace a product. Return policy. The store's rules about returns.
Price matching. When a store matches a lower price from somewhere else. Fitting room. Where you try on clothes. Tight and loose. Opposite ways to describe fit.
Produce section. Fruits and vegetables. Expiration date. The last safe day to eat food. Loyalty card. A card that gives you points.
Contactless. Paying by tapping. Receipt. Proof of purchase. Defective. Broken. Stale. Old and hard like bread. Overcharged. Paid too much.
Those 15 words will help you in almost any store.
Now let's organize everything into simple categories so you remember better.
First, entering a store and talking to salespeople. You have phrases like, "Can I help you?" "I'm just looking." "I'm looking for a pair of jeans." "Do you have this in a larger size?"
Second, asking about price and details. How much is this? Is there any discount? Does it come with a warranty? What's your return policy?
Third, trying on clothes. Where are the fitting rooms? "Can I try this on?" "This is too tight." "It fits perfectly." "I'll take it."
Fourth, grocery shopping. Where is the produce section? Are these apples fresh? What's the expiration date? Do you have any organic eggs?
Fifth, at the checkout. Cashier says, "Your total is, would you like to pay by cash or card?" Customer says, "I'd like to pay by card." "Can I have a bag?" "Can I get a gift receipt?"
Sixth, returns and complaints. I'd like to return this. This item is defective. I was overcharged. I'd like to speak to the manager.
Seventh, online shopping. Add to cart. Proceed to checkout. Free shipping. Track your order. I'll leave a review.
See how simple it is when you group them? You don't need to memorize 100 random phrases. Just learn these 7 situations.
Now here are some general tips for shopping in English. First, be polite. Always say please and thank you.
Second, don't be afraid to ask for help. Salespeople are there to help you buy things.
Third, learn numbers and prices well. Practice saying $19.99, $45.50, $120.
Fourth, know your size vocabulary. Small, medium, large, extra large. For shoes, wide fit.
Fifth, keep your receipt until you're sure you won't return the item.
Sixth, for online shopping, always check the return policy before buying. Look for free returns.
Seventh, smile while you talk. It makes your voice sound friendly.
Eighth, take notes. Write down the price and size if you're comparing stores.
Ninth, practice at home. Role play with a friend. You say, "Can I help you?" And your friend says, "I'm just looking."
10th, don't worry about mistakes. Even native speakers forget words. Just try again.
Those tips will save you a lot of stress.
Now, before we finish, let's give you the top 20 most useful phrases from today. These will cover most of your shopping needs.
Number 1, can I help you? What you hear.
2, I'm just looking, thanks. What you say.
3, how much is this? Always useful.
4, do you have this in a larger size? For clothes.
Erica. 5, where are the fitting rooms? Essential.
6. This is too tight, too loose. Describe fit.
7,
It fits perfectly. Happy phrase.
8. I'll take it. Decision.
9. What's the expiration date? For food.
10. Your total is... Listen for this.
11. Would you like to pay by cash or card? Cashier question.
12. I'd like to pay by card. Your answer.
13. Can I have a receipt? Ask for proof. 14.
I'd like to return this, please.
Start a return. 15. This item is defective. Explain a problem.
16. I was overcharged.
Price error. 17. I'd like to speak to the manager. Serious complaint.
18. Add to cart. Online shopping.
19. Free shipping over $50. Good to know.
20. Track your order. After buying online.
If you learn only these 20, you can handle almost any shopping situation.
Now, here's a challenge for our listeners. This week, go to a store, or imagine going, and use at least 5 of these phrases. Then write about it in the comments.
For example, you could write, I went to a supermarket yesterday. I asked, where is the produce section? Then I asked, what's the expiration date on this milk? At the checkout, I said, can I have a bag, please? And I'd like to pay by card. It went well.
We want to know what shopping situation makes you most nervous, and which phrase from today will help you.
For me, I get nervous when the cashier speaks too fast. But now I'll say, I'm sorry, could you repeat the total? That's not on our list, but it's useful.
For me, returning things is stressful. But now I'll say, I'd like to exchange this for a different color. That's polite and clear. So please leave a comment. Tell us, the most stressful shopping situation for me is, and I'll use the phrase, we read every comment. Your answers help us make better lessons. Okay, everyone. We hope this lesson made shopping in English less scary and more fun.
If you found this useful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to enjoy English Talk so you don't miss our next episode.
We post new real English conversations every week. Hit the bell icon to get notified.
You are all great learners. Just by listening to the end, you've shown dedication. Keep practicing these phrases.
Remember, confidence comes from practice. Every time you go shopping, you have a chance to use your English.
And don't be afraid of mistakes. Even Marco and I make mistakes, and we teach English.
That's true. Last week I asked for a pound of cheese, and the worker brought me a pound of peas. We laughed.
See? Mistakes make good stories.
So have fun with it. Now have a wonderful day, wherever you are. Keep learning, keep shopping, and keep speaking English.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.